Hey up, and welcome to the video. Now I'm doing the intro to this video in the spare bedroom because for the past 2 weeks I've had advanced man flu, and my talking capabilities are slightly reduced because intermittently I end up coughing. So I thought I'd do the intro here so I can concentrate on the photography when we get to the location. Now we're in the autumn transition, and this began a number of weeks ago when we first saw colour appear on the trees, and that colour appeared to just stick and not progress. The transition seemed to be on hold, and it teased us and it tormented us, and we kept going out saying, is it going to happen? Where is autumn? And then finally when November kicked in, we could see that the colours started to spread across the trees and leaves started to drop. Now I've been out locally recently, and some of the locations I've been to, whilst they've been autumnal, there's still been large patches of green, and that gives me hope that this autumn is going to be elongated, which gives us the chance to cover more autumnal locations. But we know what the weather's like, it can just change just like that. A few more storms, some strong winds, and autumn transition will be over. But even when it's over and all the colour shifts from the trees and lands on the ground, we'll still have opportunities to catch some of that colour, be it'll be on the ground. So let's get over to Padley. The forecast for the first 2 hours is fog, which would be amazing if that happened, but again, the weather, it can do anything. Now we're going to join Eddie Skelson. Because he's got so many subscribers now, he gets to appoint a PA. So he's got a PA with him today to assist him in changing lenses, setting tripods up, and moving branches and spreading leaves and whatever a PA does for a photographer. So let's get down there to Padley and see what we can capture, because whatever the conditions are, we should always try and come away with something on that memory card that looks good. Let's see. Let's get down there. Well, we're here, and so are about 50 other photographers. There's been fog all the way up, and would you believe it, there's very little here. So it is what it is. It is what it is. We've got some nice sort of mist over there in that direction towards Surprise View. We're here for some autumn colours. There was some blue sky a moment ago with pinks, so we might get some sun coming through the tree canopy, but yeah, let's see what we can find. I can hear the dulcet tones of Eddie Skelson up there somewhere, already chatting away. He can talk for England. I've said it before, he can absolutely talk for England. Right, let's get organised. Let's see what we can capture. I think we're going to be fighting for positions here, because every 2 minutes photographers are pulling up. It's such a honeypot location, and the sun's not even up yet, and it's full of photographers. Okay, first shot in the bag. It's okay, I've took it before. The light is absolutely awful, but you've got to take your first shot, haven't you? Okay, this one I can't walk into, so let's try and pointy finger. So in the composition we've got this piece of fence coming in from the left, then we've got this nice autumn tree there, and then in the base of the shot we've got these waterfall rapids, and then some nice autumn leaves as well in the bottom. I quite like that. That makes for a nice
Nice balanced shot. Bit of water coming through here. Yeah, nice portrait composition.
So in this next composition, we're making use of the trees to form a frame around the autumn scene. So if we see the branches in the upper part there, they are making a very nice upper frame across the top of the composition, and that in itself is building a frame around that colour. Okay, in this composition we're using the contrast of the greens in the branches against the autumn colours in the background, and it's a very chaotic scene, but I think it's also quite colourful as well. Okay, this is one of those compositions where I'm not too sure about. I'm trying to use the upright of this tree leaning into the shot, and also making use of the horizontal colour that we seem to have going across the shot. Yes, we can see it, we've done. So not sure on this one.
Okay, we've come around the other side now, where the gnarly trees are, so we're looking for fungi. We're also looking for some alternative compositions for autumn, and we've got a really nice one here looking down into the gorge. I have put a waterfall in one of the shots. Let's talk through these compositions.
Love the colours in the top part of this composition, but I've got a bit of a problem with all the twigs in the bottom, so we're going to have to crop this and also remove some of those twigs in Photoshop.
Okay, I thought I'd take a shot of some chaos now, and it is chaotic what we have in front of us. All the branches twisting and turning together, all in, I think it's a combination of about 3 trees here, but it's just the chaos. I love it. It's not a composition, it's just a straightforward shot, just a framing of the chaos, let's call it that. We have got somebody with a blue jacket in there on that, so we're going to have to remove them, but we have got some autumn colours as well up in the canopy. Very nice. I've got the better angle. Okay, I've moved around now to try and get a different angle, and I've managed to move around to place some really nice autumn colour in the background. So we have got my favourite tree, the Dancing Lady, just to the left here, and on the right we've got a different Dancing Lady, but the colour in the background, is very nice. 2 stops underexposed. And that should bring out the greens and the autumn colours in this shot. It's a bit chaotic. I might crop it from the right hand side a little. Let's just pop the video on of this. So here's the video shot. Yeah, the right hand side I might crop, or I might leave it. We'll see. Them decisions you can make, they're decisions you can make when you get into the processing phase. We're out and about now in the taking phase of photography. By God, it's a fantastic morning. These colours, very nice indeed. I might just move around for one more different angle. I think if I move around I could get this autumn colour kind of framed with these gnarly trees. Let's see if I can do that. But what an amazing place Padley Gorge is. It's so giving to photography. It gives everything that we want as photographers. Amazing. Time for a bit of balancing on the edge here, and a couple of options here, obviously vertical shot and horizontal, and for me the vertical shot has a lot of white sky in, so I think the horizontal will be the preferred option. So you can see here there is quite a bit of daylight in that vertical shot, but we'll take a few and see how they come out. Quite like this little tree here, so I've recorded this in a scene, in a wider scene that we'll see on this video. So on the right, the little tree sits just here, and then on the left, the finger comes in. On the left we've got this rock anchoring the left hand side of the image, and then in between we've got all these trees weaving and interlocking together, and I think that makes for a shot. I think we're going to have to saturate those autumn colours a little, retain those greens, but I quite like that. Let's see how that migrates in processing. There's lots of experiences you can get in photography, but I think autumn just tops it as an experience. The colour is just so not what we see normally. A colour like this in this gorge is absolutely gorgeous. And even just walking through, not taking pictures, it's just relaxing, comforting. The warmth of the colours makes you forget it's about 5 degrees and it's woolly hat weather. The sound of the Burbage Brook rushing down at the side of you. It's just everything.
I'm 20 odd quid lighter because I just paid for all the food and drink.
Result, come on.
And we're just settling down at the cafe in Grindleford. And then
Station cafe.
Let's try and get crazy. I've got the GoPro on at the moment. GoPro 11. Put it on. It's only on standard lens actually. I don't know. It's got us in anyway. Well, what a fantastic morning. The rain is starting to come. Is it bang on time?
10 o'clock it's due.
Yeah. It's later than that, isn't it? So yeah, rain's just about to start coming down, so I don't know how we're going to do on the way back, but I've had a fantastic morning already.
We've had some great colour.
Yeah.
The colour has been amazing.
Yeah,
and
so I know a lot of you watch me because you want to see where I go and what the weather's like, or what the colour's like. Well, it's great. It's still get down here. This week's going to be pretty rough with rain and that, but if you're coming down and it's going to be rainy, just make sure your gear's protected, not like my camera right now. Make sure your gear's protected and bring a circular polarizer, cut that gleam and you'll be fine.
And bring some money for the station calf.
Yeah, bring a lot of money.
At least 20
Bring
quid.
crazy,
Well, yeah, 30 quid at least.
in all fairness, I've had to feed the Yeti as well. So.
Well, yeah, he has been assisting you today.
He has been assisting me today, yeah.
Pass me that lens, pass me this lens.
A lot of
hold
today's
this tripod.
B-roll will be courtesy of Jacko. Thank you, Jacko.
Can you just move that branch out of the way? There.
Throw those leaves.
Yeah, and wait till we get down to the waterfall as well. Hope you can swim.
Downside for me today, of course, is I literally threw my camera. Didn't drop it, I threw it, fumbled it, and the camera's fine, but the lens took a knock. It's going to need repair. 24105 RF.
He's always after new kit.
So I am. Well, I don't want new kit. I just want the kit I've got to work. So all donations, if you can send them to my Ko-Fi or even better PayPal, friends and family, Eddie_Skelson at hotmail.com or just Eddie Skelson at hotmail.com. They both work. Cheers. Donations of less than £100 are still welcome. Craig, how's your day been, mate?
Very good. I just love
Is this
the
a new
colour.
jacket?
No, it's an old jacket. It's waterproof.
Okay.
I was going to wear the police issue
Yeah.
vest I've got.
I've not
It's
seen
It's not waterproof. I could have worn it.
Always interested in your fashion tech.
Yeah, it's amazing. But yeah, I like his pockets, you see. Osmo in there,
Yeah. No, I like a jacket with a lot of pockets.
and you've got another one inside there.
Yeah.
So pockets are useful.
Good
obviously.
stuff. Yeah.
Dead useful.
Crack
No,
Hoppers as well, good brand.
Yeah.
If you like Primark stuff.
17.
That's me, innit?
Yeah.
Jack, go get some. Jack? What are you?
He wants the red sauce as well.
Red sauce, mate.
I've noticed today there's a benefit of bringing a minion with you. So I must appoint a minion to bring out as my personal assistant.
I'm the best dad. Which I think's lovely.
We better cut this bit out, I think. We might end up being prosecuted by one of his lawyers.
Yeah. Just check my email. See what's going on.
No, it's been a great morning of colour, and for me I've been trying to capture transition today, as I explained in the intro, and whilst there is a lot of transition here,
16.
16, how come 16's come out then 17?
Don't question it, mate.
I hope it comes right with the right order.
You'll be fine.
So yeah, transition, I would say, looking here, this is good for at least another 2 or 3 weeks, looking at this. As long as the weather,
3 weeks, really.
I'd say 3 weeks, depending on the weather, because we know if we get a load of wind, if we get some sharp frosts, that's going to deteriorate it a lot sooner. But yeah, I'd say 3 weeks here. And even then, once the transition's ended and you get all the leaves on the ground, the colour has gone from the trees.
I didn't know where
to
the
the
source was, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're giving me the biggest one.
I don't know.
Hey, do you know them we saw on the counter? They had a lot more bacon than this, didn't they?
Quit crying.
No, they did.
You didn't pay for it.
I don't know.
Calm down.
I know, but I was selling it to him. That,
Maybe.
God, that bacon fat. That's for the badgers.
well, you've paid for that fat.
No, I don't like it unless it's crispy. You enjoyed yourself today, Jacko?
Very much so.
Yeah?
The taste of free food was excellent.
Don't know what I'm going to do over the next week or so, but we're hoping to do. Well, I've been invited to Sherwood Forest with Craigie,
Next Sunday.
so maybe next Sunday, Sherwood Forest. I don't like doing Sundays though. Why do you do shit days like Sunday?
Monday then.
Monday's good. I like Monday.
I've noticed you do quite a few Sundays then.
Only
The weather's
lately.
right.
Yeah. Only if the weather on Monday is going to be absolutely shocking.
18.
At least 18 IQ is required.
Thanks to you. What you should have said was, you can only watch these videos if you're 18 years old.
Oh,
How old are you? So you missed a trick there.
Suddenly I can't watch them.
You can't.
We have to edit. Okay, so I think we're off to some waterfalls now, maybe. Eddie's son's going to swim down to put the GoPro underwater for him, so that's going to be interesting to film. Yeah, it could be an eventful session at these waterfalls. Looking forward to it. Looks nicer on the phone. Yeah, like that. Well, just look at this poor bridge here. You can't believe that the power of the storm and the water has took this bridge and literally ripped it off where it was, which I think was about here, and just tossed it over there. That is going to take a lot of bringing back to this side of the bank. It's not as if you can get any lifting gear down here. I think that'll have to be dismantled piece by piece and then put back together to allow us to cross here. My God, getting down to these waterfalls was sketchy. The ground was wet, the leaves were wet, I was slipping and sliding. So yeah, there was a bit of effort put in to get these shots, but I think that was worth it in the end. I really wanted a waterfall with some autumn colours in. So let's see what we ended up with. Okay, it's absolutely chucking it down here, so I'm going to call it a day. Thank you Eddie and his son for their company today. It's been a scream. Thank you for the coffee and the bacon bat, that was amazing. And thank you to Padley Gorge for being such an amazing place. There is so much to photograph here. You'd need weeks and weeks, and whilst you was here weeks and weeks, the whole place would be changing all the time. So yeah, thank you Padley Gorge for existing and being in the Peak District. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you're new here, why not subscribe to the channel? Give me a little bit of support to grow. It's very much appreciated. And pop a comment in the bottom. Have you been to Padley Gorge? What's your opinion? I know it's going to be good. Have you got a bad word to say about Padley Gorge? I doubt it, but you never know. Okay, and on that note, my God, it's coming down now. I'm going to see you later on the next one.